Hello, grade 12, and welcome to your second revision worksheet video. The topic is biological intelligence, and when you speak of biological intelligence, we speak of it as opposed to artificial intelligence, or what we know as AI. Okay, biological intelligence, of course, refers to the intelligence existing in life, in humans, in living things. Okay, so biological intelligence, hidden capacities. Paragraph 1, biological intelligence is a new concept. It's a new idea that is nearly 4 billion years old. Notice this first sentence. Biological intelligence is a new concept that is nearly 4 billion years old. So we already see a paradox there. And you will see how it makes sense when we read on. Remember that a paradox is a figure of speech where you read the sentence, it sounds contradicting, but in the end, when you investigate, it turns out to be true. How does your body develop and use knowledge? Biological intelligence teaches your body to teach itself. Just like you educate your brain, you can teach your body. Lots of people have heard about artificial intelligence, or AI if you want, but why haven't you heard about biological intelligence? That is because most of biological intelligence is quiet and unconscious, so it's done subtly. You see your hair grow, but you do not see your body learn. You do not see your body defending microbes, defending viruses, but it is doing that, okay? Paragraph 2, as I was saying, immunity, for instance, is your ability to fight infection and things like cancer. Your ability to fight off infections like flu is not something you know about. It's there in your body. Unless you get sick, you do not know that you're trying to fight something. Taking cases like cancer, we probably form dozens of tiny tumors each and every day. However, we destroy almost all of them so effectively without even knowing that. Even as we speak, all our bodies are defending something, either a type of cancer, either a type of virus, a microbe. This is what our bodies are doing at the instant and in every instant of our living lives. Biological intelligence engages all of our immunity's remarkable tasks, amazing tasks. One of its basic tasks is to teach the body to correctly recognize cancers that have been missed and then make the immune system go after them. However, biological intelligence is much more than destroying viruses and tumors. Biological intelligence is the basic ability that keeps you going. It teaches your body to do what it needs to do. It is so big and so important, which makes it useful to be compared with artificial intelligence, the ability to transform our lives and our economy. Biological intelligence engages all the conscious and unconscious knowledge of human beings. That immense field stretches from genetics to culture, society, and psychology. Much of it is hardly understood. For instance, your mother's tender arm that holds you in a warm embrace and the little gestures that tell you are loved will prove hard work for robots. Okay, robots are so good. They can accomplish so many tasks, but can they think for themselves? Can they provide love? Okay, some things they cannot do at all, and this is the very essence of biological intelligence. That is why it is the intelligence connected to everything inside you, every system you use. It, of course, referring to biological intelligence. Okay, if we were to speak of the linking hook between paragraphs 4 and 5, we would say it's indirect link of noun, pronoun, referent. Okay, you have an immune system, a cardiovascular system, a hormonal system, a muscular system, and dozens of interconnected systems. Unlike most robots, the body does not do one thing at a time. It coordinates all the different information systems at the same moment. A robot, you give it a task, it does it. But look at how many tasks, how many systems are there in your body. It's amazing, and they're all coordinated by what? Something called biological intelligence. It engages them, okay? It takes care of everything. In addition, of course, we're adding more information. Biological intelligence has different goals from those of artificial intelligence. In our case, it is the survival of human species. So, for example, diabetes genes may keep us stay alive during famines, may keep us alive. Otherwise, we may really lose our life. Biological intelligence wants all living species to survive, not just us. It's not only human. Every living thing. Unlike the artificial intelligence you experience in malfunctioned software, of course, any minute your computer, your phone, your internet connection can go faulty. Biological intelligence has survived almost everything thrown at it. It survived the asteroids that wiped out the dinosaurs. It survived volcanoes that scorched the earth for millions of years. It survived plagues and epidemics like what's happening today with COVID. Many species have disappeared, but life has continued. Biological intelligence has allowed living things to adapt, to change with the changes, and to stay alive. In fact, biological intelligence is built to cope, meaning to adapt, to deal with unexpected occurrences. We are built to survive comets, earthquakes, calamities, and catastrophes, which basically mean the same, that we have never seen and that may never happen. Our genes and physiology, your physical state, are built to survive stresses that do not yet exist and may never exist. When AIDS first hit, it was terrifying, yet many of us had inbuilt system to keep it off. We have an immune system, even before one effective drug was produced. Our body, our biological intelligence was already working on ways to cope with it. Unlike artificial intelligence, biological intelligence does not operate just within us, but over a huge ecosystem or environment. There are at least 40 trillion bacteria in your digestive tract. They not only digest food, but also appear to change your mood, your ability to fight off infections, and the way cancer drugs work. At least there are 10 times more non-human cells in your body than human ones. We have bacteria, we have viruses, we have whatever, okay? 10 times more than we have real human cells. Thus, biological intelligence is big and it does amazing things. Because we have not thought of the body as intelligent and constantly learning, we do not even know what many of those capacities or abilities are. That is the power of a system built on chance, a system developed through billions of years of failures and triumphs, trial and error, if you want. The robots are advancing at work and play. Artificial intelligence is getting smarter every day, so should you. Notice how the author ended on a totally different tone here, sort of warning that, watch out, because this is also growing. Watch out that it might take over one day. Okay, now let's move on to the questions. Based on paragraph 2, identify 2 roles played by the biological intelligence. Of course, your immune system, which we don't know, but at the moment it's working to fend off diseases, cancer cells, etc. Second, it teaches the human body how to identify diseases accurately, of course. And third, it gets the immune system to attack infections. We mentioned 3 here. Of course, you only had to write 2, 0.5 for each one. Notice in the new worksheets, the revision worksheets, I'm giving you the points and I'm allowing you to grade yourself so as to know what you might get, because these are the same format as official exams. Number 2, based on paragraph 5. In what two ways does biological intelligence perform better than technology, i.e. artificial intelligence? First of all, the biological intelligence connects or coordinates the different systems, the many systems in the body. Technological devices fail to do that. Moreover, the amount of information collected by biological intelligence is much more than that of the internet, for example. In addition, biological intelligence is more active in keeping the human body healthy. Of course, here you wanted 2 reasons only, 0.5 for each. Number 3, based on paragraph 7 and 8, in what sense is biological intelligence effective during hardships? Of course, it teaches the body to cope, to adapt, to deal with calamities, with hardships, with comets, with AIDS, with new diseases. It is constantly building itself and it helping every living thing survive and go on. Paragraph 4, what can be deduced or concluded from the comparison the writer draws in paragraph 10. The writer mentions that biological intelligence is amazing and great, yet artificial intelligence has become smarter. This is in the conclusion. According to him or her, this comparison shows that people are not fully aware of the great capacities of biological intelligence, so they have to benefit from it. Okay, now the organizational skills questions. As I said earlier, the paradox, which was the first sentence. Biological intelligence is considered a new concept, although it is very old. Logically, something which is 4 billion years should be old, not new. So this is a paradox. And the truth is, we have just learned what biological intelligence can do, even though it has been going on for billions of years. 2, cohesive device or cohesive link between paragraphs 5 and 6. In addition, of course, this is a direct cohesive link because we're using a transitional signal here. Okay? Or you can say they were linked by repetition. Both answers are correct because the author repeated biological intelligence in both paragraphs. In this case, it's indirect. Repetition is indirect. However, if you said in addition to, that's a direct link of transition. Okay, both answers are correct. Paragraph 7 and 8, how are they linked? Repetition of keywords, survive, and biological intelligence. So it's indirect. 3, what 2 types of evidence does the writer use to achieve credibility? Of course, he used in paragraphs, please mention the paragraphs. In paragraphs 2, 5, and 8, he talked about real diseases, real systems. Paragraphs 1 and 9, he gave real numbers, 4 billion, 40 trillion, 10 times more. Third, you only have to mention 2, but I'm giving you all the possibilities. He refers to facts or real events, such as in paragraph 7 and 8, the extinction of dinosaurs and the number of bacteria found in the digestive tract. 2 is enough, 0.5 for each one. C, have to take a look at this table and analyze it. Of course, we analyze the table in one paragraph made of 3 parts: topic sentence, analysis, and a concluding sentence. Okay, this table compares between the attributes of natural and artificial intelligence. Let's read it and then answer this question. What conclusion can you draw from the comparison above? Okay. Attributes, characteristics, using smells, of course, natural intelligence, meaning biological. Here it's low in artificial intelligence. Being innovative and imaginative, of course, high among the natural and low among the AI or machines. Making complex calculations, it could be low here. Of course, we cannot make the same calculation that a computer does. Transferring information, okay, data processing, more in the artificial intelligence part. Using a variety of information sources, high here and both high here. Okay, so what do we conclude here? 2 possible answers, of course. The most important thing that you begin correctly. The table reveals, the table shows, the table depicts the comparison between natural and artificial intelligence. Here you get 0.5 just for stating this. Both kinds of intelligence have high attributes of using a variety of information. However, natural intelligence exceeds artificial intelligence in two qualities: the ability of using senses and the ability of being innovative and imaginative. As for artificial intelligence, it excels in making complex calculations and transferring information. So 0.5 for each part. And of course, you can answer it this way. Okay, you can list them. You can answer it in a listing form. High performance, list what natural intelligence attributes are, and then list what the artificial intelligence attributes are. That is a very good way to do that. And then you write your conclusion. Thus, both have a similarity in using information resources, yet they differ in the other four attributes presented. I personally prefer this type of answer, because it's more organized. Okay, moving on to question D. Extracts, of course. Before starting to answer the question, we should have written the main idea of each paragraph right next to it in a few words, so that when we want to take the extracts back where they belong, we have an idea what each paragraph talks about. Makes our job so much easier. Consequently, meaning so, it triggers or starts the immune system to tackle the sick cells. This, of course, they were talking about the immune system where? The main idea was the immune system in paragraph 2. So extract A is the correct end of paragraph 2. Extract B, whatever the cells are, biological intelligence rules them all, where they were talking about how the biological intelligence coordinates and controls all the systems in the body. That was obviously in paragraph 9. So extract B is the correct ending of paragraph 9. E, scanned those paragraphs in order to find synonyms for the underlined words. The defective machine urged the scientists to use another device. Of course, I explained this word: malfunctioned, badly functioned. The surrounding area was burnt due to an explosion. Where do we find a synonym for burnt in these paragraphs? Of course, scorched, totally burnt. 3, if the medicine is not effective, the patient will not stay alive. Of course, the word for that is survive. His success in the fields of artificial intelligence led to significant advances. What synonym do we have for success? Of course, triumph, winning, success. And of course, the pronoun reference. You have to write them this way: that refers to, or that in paragraph 1 refers to. Both ways are acceptable, but make sure you read before the pronoun, you read where the pronoun is, and you read after it so as to find the correct referent. And that's it for today's worksheet. If you have any questions, please jot them down and ask me. See you and stay safe. Bye.